You know, I think going at this first segment, Bridge Nation, it's all about talking about the trending topics. You know, little things I'm going on the streets, I'm see the streets I talk about. And then, you know, just it reached my attention, and I guess I have a few things to say. But I'm going to do things a little differently tonight. You know what I mean? I have a brother in studio with me. I wish number might that have. Few? Couple? Few? Yeah. Yeah. I have a brother in studio. He's no stranger to the streets, according to Shelz. I don't know if you're a stranger to the streets. I don't know about that. But, you know, that man I used to make sure Shelz sound good back when we used to do on the Tuesday nights. Yeah, man. I'm talking about my bro. Royal is in the building. Royal Cooper, what going, bro?
Yo, but there, bro. What's up?
Why am I there?
Well, the people then probably know me as Benji.
Benji! Yes, yes, I tune. You say, yo, Benji, play them tune, and Benji used to have the mud effects them.
Yes,
you know, and all them things. That you bring emotional damage the first time I did Sajay.
I think it was Sajay.
Sajay bring emotional damage.
Yeah. I was poo.
Yeah, man, but it's nice to have you back in studio, bro. You know the thing, though. But yeah, you're familiar with the show. You know what I'm saying? At the first segment, we talk about the trending topics in the streets. And the first thing I want to talk about, monkeypox. Did you talk about monkeypox? Well, people still talk about it, so you might as well talk about monkeypox. It's real.
Run away.
Monkeypox is real, peeps. I thought people were worried that, you know, when the G escaped, when the guy escaped from captivity, as he want to call it, but he was in isolation.
The apocalypse is upon us.
Hey, I never see so. All of the carnival goers was like, no. Help me, Lord. You see what I'm saying? I spent so much money already.
You know the funniest thing? The concern wasn't monkeypox breaking out.
Yeah, what was
the concern? Was carnival
being cancelled. Yeah, because, I mean, them say COVID mash up carnival.
That's true.
For so many years, and then for cities, it's like a repeat. Because I think COVID, I don't want to get it wrong, but when COVID first hit Jamaica, it was a UK person from the UK brought it, and somehow Clarendon was involved with the COVID thing. I was again, so people are saying, yo, Jano, it's like everything does repeat itself. But yeah, the G say, yo, listen. But I when I first saw the story about the guy escaping isolation, right? Everybody was like jumping on him and say, yo, Jano, that brother endangered the whole place. But then I heard that, yo, he actually had he has a 5-year-old daughter. And I remember from him forward,
him not get to see her.
Him not really getting the time. Him not know what's happening with her in my ear, so she a cry. So you can take the perspective as a father.
Yeah.
And then another thing that I heard was that during his time in isolation, nobody really gave him confirmation that he actually had monkeypox.
Oh, see, there are always two sides to a story.
Yeah, man. So people are saying, so the man legit just dead days on top of days or hours or whatever. I hear him daughter need him, not seeing the results. So the man just say, yo, listen.
When he broke out, the streets were
quote
like,
unquote,
finish him.
Quote unquote broke out. Quote unquote.
Yo.
Because the man say walk out. The man just say, yo, call a Uber. Say, yo, but they are me hard. I don't know, but I need to check for my little girl, or, you know what I mean? So
yeah, so it wasn't for selfish reasons.
In a way, I would say it's not out of the clear, because he could endanger a lot of people. And I'm hearing that he's facing some serious fines as well. So we'll see how that pan out. But get the man in results still, because
at the end of the day, you just have to take into consideration. I mean, do you want to see your little girl in this condition?
That's the thing.
Even if you don't confirm it, you still want to be in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true. And what I've also heard is that in his family, he knows that there's chicken pox. So people are wondering. Well, I'm wondering. I'm one of the persons wondering if are they mixing it up, the chicken pox with the monkey pox.
Sure him out.
You see me? But better safe than sorry, my G. And I'm glad that the authorities caught him. I'm sure carnival goers were even more happy.
Praise the Lord.
But the carnival turnout never too hot still. It took. Kevin, let me tell you something.
Wait, you say it never too hot?
I mean, the outfits are hot. The girl them come up. But what I try to say is, like in terms of turnout, because I'm dead upon the carnival Sunday, Kevin. You know it go. I'm not go. So I'm one of those social media users. But just I wait for see the picture of them. But you know, back in the day, as soon as a carnival, them I talk 10 o'clock in the morning, picture drop up. But picture them now reach till all 4:30, 5 o'clock. You see that I wonder, go on, are they enjoying themselves that much, or the vibe just never did it? But I'm hearing mixed reviews, but I think overall, when it comes to carnival goers, them just know if they enjoy themselves.
Yeah, and
I'm
also
sure they enjoy
it has had a long hiatus. So if they didn't bounce back like how it's supposed to be, then you have to give them a blight. They've been out of commission for a while.
Facts.
And them still don't have no behavior. Total disorder.
Well, yeah, listen. Big up the carnival goers. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Outside still I keep, but please do it responsibly. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, because monkeypox there, COVID still there. even flew there. So like, but even want nobody a sniffle. You see me? So right now a sneeze coming like a
hit you.
Like the worst thing I can hear right now, man. I tell you the truth.
Finish him.
Another thing now I'm say I go on paternity leave. I never knew that wasn't even in Jamaica. Yeah, that's how I said. I never even know so gents weren't getting paternity leave in Jamaica. Some I mean if tell me so my father never get paternity leave.
Yeah, like
you see me answer?
As a guy,
yeah,
I'm not happy for the wrong reasons, you know, because I remember say during this period when no man have her baby and thing, she wants support.
Talk truth.
She can't do it on her own.
Yeah.
She can't do it on her own, see?
Yeah.
And she need the man there from the beginning.
Facts.
For help. Like, and she want for make formula, breastfeed, take care of baby.
And recover. Yeah, it rough, man.
She do too much things one time. Yeah, so man. This is a very progressive move in my eyes.
We had a discussion. We have a feature in Up and Go called Man Chat. We have a reasoning with a gent this morning. He Mr. Alain. Yes, Mr. Alain is name.
Wow, that's my middle name.
Big up
that's
yourself.
My middle name.
That's crazy, bro. But like Mr. Alain say, yo, there are a lot of things that they need to work out. As much as this is welcome,
yeah.
Cause you know you have some G in the street, so y'all have
hey.
Pitney will have 6 different women.
Hey.
So y'all have
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Y'all have a one man that take paternity leave 6 times in a 1 year. I say, no, brother.
Oh, so, you have some man out there will probably go up and leave for the rest of them life.
I tell you, brother, so it's like a lot of people say the government will have to put in some regulations, some little rules.
Everything within reason.
Yeah, but this is welcomed. I think it's a good look. I see some studies that saying that, after a man goes on paternity leave, he comes back to work even more motivated because you can imagine why. You go and you see a queen and you see a prince or you look a princess. Or if you have twins, because you see a prince and princess or whatever, you see a child or children and
this bread for them.
You go, so you get a renewed sense of purpose. So when you come back at work, it's like, plus you get a little rest too. You get to rest with people you love.
Yeah, man, you come back to work ready to chase your purpose.
Yeah, big up sin, you know.
Big up sin.
But yeah, so that's a good look. I welcome it, and as I said, let's hope they make things fair. And it's also extended to I think you get like 3 months or something like that. So I mean, it's a good look.
It's a vibe. To be
honest. Man. So yeah, big up. When our time, it will be. We will get to our paternity.
Hey,
I have some puppy on me arm. Want some leave for them too. See if we can work. Vets all across the island. Let's work on that one. You know, for the puppy dads. But speaking of babe daddies. Here we're going with Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. Now, you see what I'm Kevin now? This is why.
Look.
This is why you're not enough of yourself in a celebrity's lives. You understand what I mean? It's like, them will just turn around and flap your show. Mm-hmm. I remember Khloe coming out and saying, I'm done with Tristan. Because we all know that Tristan, quote unquote, cheap on her. Well, not quote unquote. Obviously, cheap on her enough. Have baby with next woman and all sorts of stuff. The man is just living.
He was for the streets.
He's for the streets, and women were on him, and then the women were just even more supportive of Khloe when she finally said, "Yo, I'm done. I can't take it no more. I'm done with him." Well, peeps, apparently she have another baby on the way for Tristan Thompson, and this I guess what makes it okay, Benji, is the fact that she did it by artificial insemination. I believe that's what happened.
So, oh, Lord have mercy. So you're just creating.
A
spawn of the demon which you hate. Make it make sense.
No, brother. Here what going. What my feel going is, let me tell you, I've watched my fair share of the Kardashians. Don't ask me why. For research purposes.
You have time to it.
Yeah, research purposes. Big up my mommy. You see me? When she watch it, I say, this is not bad. You see, I was still not gonna watch it, but
yeah, Housewives of Jamaica.
But yeah, dog. So it's like, man, I watch it and what I feel happen because I remember Courtney before she found Travis. Mm-hmm. Travis Baker, the guy who Corey David right now, the drummer guy, right? Before she found him, there was this whole thing with her and Scott Disick, the father of her children, and people are saying, "Yo, you don't want David Scott, but you still want to have him mute them." And in their mind, what I feel like happens in that household is like the person the seed is coming from is bad, but the seed is good, so. Let's work with it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's it because the man is him rich. He's a basketball player. He's not bad looking. So I'm guessing.
I will recant my earlier statement. You are seeking to reproduce a spawn of the demon which you hate.
Me, you can't. The curse will come down to the child. It's just you can't fall. Hey, look, big up yourself, yeah, Chloe. Big up yourself.
Year, man.
Yeah, but no, I don't think we have much to say on this one. City Boys. Yes, yeah, man. City Boys 2. Ladies 0. City Girls 0. Yes, but yeah, our next thing we're going I think this have not to do with City Boys or girls. This is just a really good look. Popcorn, as you know, have a tune on Burna Boy's album that's out right now, and it's called TAS. That's the abbreviation for Tony and Sing.
Yes, sir.
Now, I remember when I first saw it, I wondered why it was on Burna's album. You know what I mean? It was kind of weird because it's technically Burna Boy's tune, but it works. It brings the song to another level globally, and I like the song. My favorite line is when Poppy say, "I love you like my savings." Cause you know if you tell a girl that, Benji, a serious thing that is. So like that's one of my favorite lines.
It deep, man.
So but what happened is that woman them out there not too proud. You know, the unruly girls them out there kind of hurt. All right, it's mixed feelings. It's mixed feelings, Benji. Cause you have some girls that say, right now, what Popcorn do for Tony and with this song, he must set a standard. Right now, every man need to make a tune. But them girls are professed them love.
I'm pretty sure most of y'all out there, you do not want to hear your man sing.
I know just that. Some girl, listen, I chat them. Them just love the excitement, Benji. You know it go. Them love the excitement.
True.
Because it's not even about singing. I think them just like the idea of a man just boldly coming out and saying, this is my girl and this is what I want with this is what I want with my queen and whatever. So I rate that. But on the other hand, a lot of girls have been DMing Popcorn. I see him posting it on his story. And I respond to them. Some girl that say, Poppy, my love you from when you make Dream. Popcorn, you have girl from where Kenya, cause of Popcorn say, man, I support you from a long time, and you not even come to Kenya, come look for me. And
ladies, let me say this to you. You see, when your man decides to settle down with you, he needs support. Because the streets, man, the streets never forget.
I be the things I thought, you know. And man, one day you think it makes sense.
No, for them, right now, Tony, I need to rub the money head, brother. I plot up the money. I rub the money them black. Brother, the man is under stress.
Yeah, no.
Brother, the streets is attacking the man.
I want to go on still. I do believe, a part of me wants to believe that this is something serious. In terms of like, they might get to know each other and them are well of vibes. But at the same time, in terms of like musically speaking and just like the publicity around the song and just the whole thing, them are going to milk it. And they should. You know what I mean? As long as the relationship at the core of it is true and true to them, and go and do the thing Tony and Pop's got. You know the thing got nothing wrong.
Yeah,
and ladies who love Popcorn, I saw it go. You know what I mean? I just saw it go. You know what I mean? There's no way Popcorn, as much as him probably was a gallus back in the day, there's no way him could have loved all of them. See what I say?
I mean,
so he's not like Tristan or Nick Cannon. So so I mean, it's love and or whatever it is, and we give thanks. You know, go and enjoy yourself, your Pop Skull, and enjoy yourself, Tony. And I like the song are going good. Our next thing we need to bring up before we go to break, before I introduce the topic and then go to break. The issue when we see people are create because Jada Kingdom out of Sumfest and replaced by Aishana. Now a lot of people are saying, this just happened out of the blue. You know, nobody don't really know what's going on. What's happening is that, you know, Jada Kingdom pulled out. So, you know, she's not about to do it, whatever her reasons were. Joe Bagdadovich and his team, them work it out and them just say, look, Jada pull out. We have to find a good act that can fill that slot because Jada is a great performer. She have great songs and thing. You know the thing go. They have to find somebody
with the same vibe.
The same vibe and have a vibe around her name right now. And Aishana with that track with Ed Sheeran, brace it to go on good.
Yeah.
But what people are asking right now is, because Joe and his team are promising a lot of surprises for Sumfest.
Yeah.
They're wondering if Ed Sheeran would be a part of that. And you can't really rule it out. It sounds far-fetched because I'm hearing that Ed Sheeran is on a tour right now, a world tour, whatever the case may be. And he's always a tour. That's why I'm so popular.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can rule it out. Him love Jamaica.
He does.
And he also loves Aishana. I love working with Aishana. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. You know?
I think this is Sumfest.
Yeah, I think she'll be on night 1, if I'm not mistaken, Aishana. So we'll see. But I see the fans going off with this blah blah blah. But I don't think it's not to really think too much.
What I think they should do is just stop the blah blah and just support.
Yeah, and most of the people and most of them when they attack, nah go some fest. Or never they have planned for go some fest.
Remember, it's the love of reggae. It's the love of the culture. Just support.
Man. Yeah, man. Forward out to some fest. Enjoy the festivities. Food are good enough. Talent are good enough. Vibes are good enough.
Just have a good vibe.
Yeah, man. So, love goes out to Jada. Hope you're good though, my sister. And Aisha and forward in and come mash up your place. You know the thing go. All right. So you don't know it's 8:20 in the PM. No, when we say 8:20 in the now when we say in the AM, but it's in the PM. And yeah, it's 8:20. You know, about to take our first break, our only break. No, how much break we take? 2. Yeah, our first break. But the topic tonight, Rome, I never prepared you for this one.
Let's go.
But you know, sir, I have a pet peeve, Bridge Nation. I hate seeing, or dislike. Hate is a strong word. I dislike seeing people posting quotes and taking these quotes on Instagram as gospel. And most importantly, I hate seeing these quotes about relationships and all these things coming from people who are either not in a relationship or in a very toxic relationship. And I go on like them know.
Help the ignorant.
So that's the reasoning tonight in a room, Benji. We're gonna talk about taking advice. Would you take advice, dating advice from somebody who's single? Yeah, we're gonna talk about. Think about it. But until then, you know, we're going to link our bridge builders. We're going to take a break right now, Bridge Nation. But go on with our vibes. You know, this is the streets according to your boy Shelz. Let's move forward. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, Bridge Nation. From here, the baddest instrumental on radio. You know, this is one of the baddest shows on radio. And I'm modest to say one off. Why? Because the rest of the bad show them that we're on the bridge 99 FM. This is the streets, according to me, your boy Shelz. Yeah, well, go on, Bridge Nation. Don't worry. I didn't miss much. We just went through our first segment. You know, we spoke about the trending topics in the streets. And we also went on to introduce tonight's topic, which is all about, would you take dating advice from somebody who's single? You understand me? I say the reason why I came up with this, the reason why this came across my desk is because I kind of have a little pet peeve. I mentioned it before I went to break. I have a little pet peeve when I see on social media people posting all these quotes and all these things, feeling like they must speak the truth. But when you look on them, look on where they're coming from. Like, would you take relationship advice from if you see somebody post, you know, date a man who is like this, you know, he's tall, dark, and handsome, and earns 6 figures and all that. But then the person who's posting that now have a man, or when them do have a man, is a man who don't meet any of those requirements that they're spitting. Would you still take advice from that person? So personally, you know, I have to share my views first. Even though I say it's a little bit of a pet peeve, I do understand the social media platform. I do understand how it works. I do understand that everybody is entitled to their own opinion, especially when it comes to what they post on their own pages and stuff like that. And myself, as one of their followers, I too have the choice of saying, all right, I can continue listening to what this person is saying, or I can be like, all right, cap, you know, be a cap. I'm not on the time for sit down and listen to you. I'm out the building. You know what I mean? So both of us have our choices. But personally, I do believe that social media is a space where, you know what I mean, people fake it till they make it. In a sense, people put on versions of themselves, which they either, because personally, like on my social media, I show the Shelz version of myself a lot more than the Sheldon, because I see my page as, I know, like a platform for sure, you know,
artistic expression.
You know, your boy got a little talent, you know, this is what I do, this is what I love doing. But from time to time, I'll give people an insight into like my life behind the scenes and stuff like that. Big up the close friends, you know the thing go. But like, so for people who like to post their relationship stuff and their quotes and all these stuff, more power to you. You understand what I mean? So you are entitled to doing that. I just feel like you have a responsibility. You know what I mean? I feel like you have a responsibility to be careful of what you're posting.
Yeah.
Because
especially if you are an influencer.
Yes, I mean, sir. Because I mean, it's people give artists a lot of flack when them post things that contradict what they are or who they are or what they promote in terms of their art. Yeah. You understand what I mean? So you can imagine, no disrespect, but me just say, can you imagine if Skeng one day get up and post a Bible scripture and say, "I go turn him life around" or something. You understand what I mean? So you gotta have some people go be like, yes, King, a long time, but you gotta have people that say, another brother just sing some type of song last night at one party. So it's like it's the same thing.
Just pray for him.
So that's how I believe, in terms of the social media space on people sharing their thoughts and stuff like that. To each his own, to each her own. Do what you need for the, but also understand that, don't be afraid, don't be surprised, I should say, when after you post these things, people are going to slide tackle you. You see what I mean? Because people, especially people who know who you are, or think they know who you are, you know what I mean? And people are going to run in.
Or they know who you have been portraying.
See there, that's the thing. And
because sometimes, it not only slide tackle, but you just have to give them a red card.
See there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, in terms of taking the topic for tonight, because I have to adjust my pet peeve first, I have to get that off my chest. But in terms of like the topic for tonight, taking advice for somebody who's single, like for a relationship, it depends.
Man, you snatched it right out of my cerebral cortex. Yeah,
no, it depends, bro. Because sorry, I was being a bad host. Peeps, the other voice you're hearing is my guest for tonight, Mr. Benji, Royal Benjamin. My bro in the building.
Yeah.
But it depends. So for me, if I'm about to embark on a relationship, most of my dogs are my sister and them single. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're my friends first, you know what I mean? And the reason why they're my friends, like yourself, bro, you're my virgin, you understand me? I value your opinion. I value you as an individual. I see how you live your life. And as I say, as a smart youth, you see me, you carry yourself a certain way. So what would be, so even if Royal not single, ladies, so nobody taking the mind off of that, but like all the thing is like if I have a virgin who's single, you see me, I say I would have if I'm going to take advice from him, what I would do is I would take a look at what his dating history was like. So I wouldn't really tackle the fact that he's single, because that not really mean nothing. Right. Like he could be single for any reason. From
like a professional standpoint, we have to see a resume, a track record. Because if it's single without any experience, then you don't belong in the conversation.
What do you mean by without experience?
If you're single and you have not been in a relationship,
okay,
that's what I mean. So you can be single at the moment, but you have had experience in dealing with the situation, and then you have to look at what type of experience. So if you're talking about a toxic relationship, you cannot give advice on a toxic relationship if you've never been in one. You can only give your opinion, but you cannot necessarily give advice on it if you've never been in one.
Agreed. I agree with you.
So it depends. There are a lot of factors that come into it.
Well, for me, as I said, still, because the question, I have to kind of dissect the question, like, would you take advice from someone who's single? So I would not focus on the fact that, you're single, it means like you rightfully said, I, as a virgin, because that's the first. I know anybody can give me advice.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I know anybody me run into and say, please, or like my post on social media, going back to social media, I post like a quote and I take poll questions from everybody and I talk to. No, that's not my style. I have a circle of friends who I will consult, and if I consult one virgin or a sister, I would not focus on the fact that he or she is single. What I would focus on is, let's say I'm going to date a new girl and I kind of want to forgo about it, I'm gonna go to my virgin and say, bro, how am I gonna tackle it? The first thing before I even ask the first question, I'll be like, all right, how did this virgin last relationship end? How did he carry himself while he was in a relationship? Because if I'm going to take a serious relationship and the person I'm talking to is, as the ladies would call, a dog in the streets,
playboy,
what I'm going to expect, I would be surprised if I get any response that is not quote unquote doggish. You understand me? So
when you lay with dogs, you get up.
The thing goes. So thankfully, I have friends for all occasions, if you get what I say. Yeah, man. I have friends. So if I'm going into a serious relationship, I will. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether the person's single or in a relationship. If I'll go to that single friend and say, but I just know that this single friend is a person who's serious about his or her relationships.
Yes, so that goes back to the type of experience.
Talk true. That is it. So that's how I tackle it. So, but what I want to know is though, Benji, it's a real question. Who gives the better advice? Do you think people in relationships give better advice than single people? That may I try to pencil my mind around right now.
All right. Hey, yeah, man, that one that clap me physics. Again, I want so badly to give a decisive answer, but again, it depends. Because you have single people who were in a circumstance and then they didn't know what they were in. They exited it and then they quote unquote found themselves. and then realize that what they were doing was foolishness. And then they can give you their insight on what they've been through and how to avoid it. You can have a person who is working through it. And they're saying, all right, this is what I'm doing and it seems to be working. So again, it depends, but sometimes the persons who are single sometimes come from a place of bitterness.
Most times.
Right, so
I would say
85%.
It's a high percentage. Yeah, it's high.
It's really high.
Depends on when you link that person
high,
to.
Probably like the Bridge 99.
It's high. It's high. It's up there.
It's
definitely
really up there.
Yeah.
But the persons in a relationship, they come from a totally different part. Sometimes they come from a place where they're really whipped. So it's from one extreme to the next.
For those who are wondering what Benjamin by whipped, whoosh, what he means is the men and women who them under a certain order in a relationship, them so hooked and so in love.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, man, them in it. They're not coming out every
blind.
them blinded by love. Every day is another love song. You understand me? Yeah, man. Big up my virgin. There's nothing wrong when you're whipped. I didn't. Ignorance is bliss. I like it. It's nice. It look a honeymoon phase.
No, nothing saying, nothing enjoy life.
Yeah. But all right, I get it. So, all right. Here the thing is, you brought up a point. You know, for the people, some of my best advice that I've gotten when it comes to relationships definitely came from persons who are in relationships, right?
Yeah.
But not anybody in a relationship. I try not to take advice from the persons in the honeymoon phase. I try my best not to.
That's
the same people that way you say,
that's dangerous.
Yeah, I try not to because everything is sunshine and rainbows over there. You know what I mean? In most cases.
She's talking about no, man. It's just make the Empress talk, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's all for the love, man.
Yeah, man. You see me? But like,
nothing goes wrong.
But also at the same time, when it came to getting advice from people in relationships, I try to get advice from a person who have some timing. You know what I mean? I'm talking to people who passed that honeymoon phase where like them never
Seasoned.
used. Yeah, man. The people who never used to argue when them girls sip from them juice without asking. I thought the people who cause serious argument when them say
people
them orange juice. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man. The people when them open them fridge and see them girl drink out them orange juice, them big argument that I thought them people have history.
Yeah.
But them not left, you know.
They're like, I've told you about this a million times.
Yeah, man.
Nobody drinks my orange juice.
Talk true. But rather have conversations with them than the person will be like, you know you want your orange juice, but they make you drink your orange juice anyway. That them no. Like when really no.
No, you whipped.
Defend your orange juice, my G. But like I like having conversations like with seasoned peeps, whether people who are married or just have long lasting relationships. Because one thing all of them tell me, especially the gents who are older than me, even the women too, them always look at our young people relationships as like trivial, in a sense. Like they think them what we are fussing ourselves over. I have a virgin, the man always look at me and say, like, I link him one away and say, yo, bro, you know, say, long time I not see my girl and, you know, the distance kind of mash her up, you know, what am I for do? And say, brother, I come from a time when we didn't even have phone. You understand what I mean? So, I and my girl make it work. I will not complain about whenever you start FaceTime, Facebook.
We used to see each other at church. I would just have to make it work.
My father and my mother used to tell me a story where it's like, I love to get advice from my parents. My father used to tell me a thing, say, yo, we spoil because we have text message. So when you tell a girl, say, I gonna meet her somewhere, or a girl say, she gonna meet her at the clock tower.
Yeah.
You can text her along the way for make sure she reach. But back in the day, a 8 year ago, if she tell you Thursday night, it's a Friday afternoon at 12, meet at the clock. You don't know, it's a gamble. You don't know if she gonna reach there or not. You have to just go there at 12 and find out.
Hey, look here, man. That's why the chopper them back in the day built different because them faith in a Jesus is strong, bro. Listen to
man.
Hot sun, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, man. And them people them like get advice from, man. So
but Shelz, differently still, you know, so we have a bragging point still.
What's that?
Like when we can say, yo, we are come from the time, yo, my love and rating, yo, this is my mother phone, don't text back. That's a faith, brother, because if the mother do catch a message there, brother.
Yeah, bare things are going on with it. Bare things are going on with it. But yo, little more in the show, I got highlight some quotes when I see some single people post up on them Instagram, I go and let them attack the truth, and we're gonna analyze them. There, isn't me?
Yeah, the gun ready. You know?
what we want to talk about? So we're talking about taking advice from single people. So I gotta ask you, Benji, who you rather take advice from? You know, you're a young man, you move forward in a love with your partner. Would you rather take advice from somebody who's single or somebody in a relationship?
Hands down, somebody in a matured relationship. Not any relationship, you know. A matured relationship.
What you call matured?
Something. When I talk like 30 odd years, you know. No, no. Something along the line of 7 to 9 years.
Oh, so you actually have a time frame for
a time frame, because the love is still, I'm not saying that the love that 30, but I said love is still fresh, you know, but the love is still evolving.
Okay.
You see me? It's still mature and it's still evolving. And remember, you know, a lot of people say, yo, you fall in love. I believe that is utter rubbish. You grow in love.
Ooh.
You see me? You grow in love with a certain person, and you learn to love the, because you don't necessarily love the whole being right away, you know. You learn to love different aspects of the person until you love the person as a whole.
All right.
So that's why I prefer to learn from somebody who is at a greater stage in that love evolution than myself.
Oh, all right. I see you.
Not somebody who has totally evolved and look at my issues as minuscule.
Yeah, man.
You mortal.
That can hurt you sometimes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, just like what your father would have said.
Yeah, man.
I want advice from somebody whose love is evolving.
All right, but I think though there are cases, because when I was single, I think I gave pretty good advice as a single man, because I most of my reasoning didn't come from a place of hurt or bitterness. You know,
It came from the streets.
Yeah, well, it came from the streets in a sense, but like I think you have single persons out there. Once, I will mention it earlier, once it's not coming from a place like it kind of feel vindictive, I feel kind of personal. Cause you know you have people, big up the girl in them group chats right now. I talk about a guy, you know, where one and a sister in love off, and whole on I chime in and I give perspectives based on your experience.
Yeah, big up the level-headed ones.
Big up the level-headed ones.
Ones
you know
who
what I
are
mean?
telling you not to burn his clothes and not to puncture his tire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up those.
For real. But yeah, I think you have single persons out there who, you know, and it even comes, it goes both ways. So you have people in relationships too who will project their fears onto you as a young person moving forward in love, because maybe their relationship, they've seen so many things happen to them in their relationship, things that they never expected. So when you as a youngster come to them and say like, can you give me a little advice, them start project their all sorts of fears and start say, hey, because probably them see a trait in their partner, them probably seen a years, and they might try warn you, and the same thing can go for a single person. So I feel like anybody out there looking to give advice, whether you're in a relationship or you're single or whatever, if somebody comes to you for advice, I think it's very important to give advice from a space that it's, you know, just take yourself from the scenario, you know what I mean, as best as you can. Yes, you can give examples from your experience, but you have to understand that at the same time, if this person came to you for reasoning, you know, you have to also, it's kind of like parents giving their child room to make mistakes.
To make mistakes, to mess up.
Cause you got quote unquote grow in love if you know mess up and learn to communicate and build together. So that's just my advice. I think
in order to fry the chicken, you have to burn it first.
Wow. Okay. In order to fry the chicken,
you have to burn it first.
So say you learn to fry chicken, you burn it first.
I can cook now. That's the point.
But before you learn to cook, you have to burn up some things first.
Yeah, man. All water.
All right, bro. Well, yes, Bridge Nation. So if you are out there right now and you're giving advice, before you give advice, sister in the group chat, bros in them group chats, please. It's very important for us to start projecting fear, our own fears on people, our own limitations on people, because, you know, to each his own, to each her own. You know the thing, go. Allow your friend. You know much of my friend them have the I told you so quality. Well, like, you know that dirty style where it's like them say, hey, what? Oh, you go like, you want your friend, so you be like, hey, brother, I tell you the truth, you know, bro. Me would make my, you know, make my girl wine on the next Monday night party, you know. Cause last time see a girl go on party and wine on a man and never see it look good still. But see the part where catch me them take themselves outside But you see me? But
do you, bro?
Think still, bro.
G.
them the kind of advice I want to welcome that.
Yeah, and it leaves you paranoid for the rest of the emotional damage.
That is it. But yeah, a member of the Bridge Nation, a very special lady of the Bridge Nation, says that in terms of this whole conversation of taking advice from single people, she said not all coaches can play and not all players can coach.
Give her a medal. Give her a listen to me, man.
So not all coaches can play and not all players can coach.
Hey,
what you get from them? No, man. I'll be there somewhere cost me right now, you know. I'll be move off emotions, and I'll be the one who lead out fear group chat. I said, no girl. Left him.
Slash his tires.
But
left a boy close on the lawn.
No, but yeah, I agree with that. What you get from that? Not all coaches can play and not all players can coach.
As a football enthusiast and analyst, I fully agree.
Mm-hmm.
As Pep Guardiola might not have been an excellent player.
That's true.
But he's one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
And Oli was an excellent player.
Gunnar Solskjaer, yes. Big up Man U fans.
Okay, so any Man U fan know where I'm going to rest my case. Well said. Give her a medal.
I will.
Give her a medal.
I'll give her more than that if I can.
Yeah,
no. Should we take a break? Hey, okay, we'll take a break. You know, the reasoning tonight, peeps, is should you take advice from single persons when it comes to going into relationships? I got my bro Benji in the building with me, but we're gonna link our bridge builders right now. It is the streets according to your boy Shelz with so forward.
Ernie Smith, and you are tuned in to the Bridge 99 FM. The Bridge 99 FM to the world.
Yeah. That's right. From here, the baddest instrumental on radio. You know, this is one of the baddest shows on radio, and I'm modest to say one of. Why? Because the rest of the bad show them there. We're on the Bridge 99 FM. This is the streets. This is the streets, according to me, your boy Shelz. That sound in the background is from none other than my brethren Benji.
Yeah.
Royal Cooper is in the building with me. Yeah, you know, we'll go up to 11 p.m. Yeah, so if you just join us. Yeah, you have a little bit of the vibes left. Nothing wrong with that. Man. Yeah, man. And I keep on forgetting to do this. Peeps, remember, we have a mobile app. Money spent on it. Oh, jeez, man. You know what I mean? Money spent on it.
Good God of grace.
Yes, man. Download the app so you can see us.
Boom, color zoom, gosh, man.
This is visual radio at your fingertips.
Oh, come on.
You need to save the
new gen.
Exactly. You need to save the faces matches the voices. You know what I mean? Save me have a radio face. Well, yeah, so for my Android peeps, I know the thing got the Google Play Store. And for my iPhone.
To the Android people.
All right, okay, Benji. And for my iPhone peeps, you know, it's the Apple App Store. Remember, one word, nobody space it out, the Bridge 99 FM. Yeah, so, you know, we're going up, 10 minutes left, look at that.
Ooh.
So, I mentioned before we went to break, so the discussion tonight, Bridge Nation, is that we're talking about, would you take advice, relationship advice from a single person? You understand what I mean? Say, and this whole reasoning stemmed from the fact that I kind of hate or dislike seeing people on social media post things, giving advice to people, but when you check their track record or you check their house is still a mess.
Hypocrites.
Yeah, that's what Benji said. Now, one thing we're gonna talk about, there's a sister I follow on Instagram, big up herself. She's single. Mm-hmm. She spends a lot of time, I would say, battering her agenda with her quotes. Hey, right?
What a way to put it.
And one day she posted a series of quotes.
Yeah.
And the first slide, the slide thing on Instagram. So the first slide says how men pick wives. Now the reason why I clicked on it, because I was like, wow, this is a switch in direction from a woman who I normally say bashing men. I'm guessing she's been through a lot. Nothing wrong with that. To each his own or to her own, right? So I was curious to see how she believes men pick wives, seeing that she's not a wife currently.
I'm intrigued.
Seeing that she's not a wife currently, so clearly this is probably what she thinks a man should do when picking a wife. See? So Benji, we're gonna go through it. And we're gonna find out if sense there in this. Yeah, get the strap ready. So when men are choosing wives, they look for ambition and industriousness. Now, despite the persuasive stereotype that men are intimidated by ambitious women, Men rank this trait ahead of others like refinement, being a good cook, and having similar religious backgrounds. So, ambition and industriousness. That's a big thing when we're looking for wives. I say yes.
I can only speak for myself.
I'm speaking for myself as well. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we need a woman with ambition because
we need a woman who knows how to grind. Because when I'm down in the dungeon, brother, making potions, you got to be beside me.
Nerd. Man, see you in a dungeon and make potions.
Yes, I'm a nerd.
Jeez, man.
Big up the AOT fans.
I have no idea what you're just talking
Naruto.
about. Okay. Okay.
One Piece.
More power to you guys. Okay. No. So all right. So we agree with that. When we're picking our wives, ambition and industriousness.
Yeah, it plays a really important role.
Yeah.
Or let me put it in a better way. When I'm grinding, I'm making money. You should be able to stand by me and either encourage me or look at what I'm doing and say, no, what you're doing, here's a better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, or you have your own thing, and we can bounce ideas off each other for both our respective
that's sexy
hustles.
stuff right there. I'm with that one. I'm with that one. Next thing, affection. When we're looking, it doesn't have to be every second of every day. God, please don't. Yeah, but a woman who can't help touch and kiss her man sure makes him feel. Who can't help but touch and kiss her man makes a man feel appreciated. So affection, we need that.
We do.
Yeah, we do because
we really do.
The
For
world,
anybody who thinks men don't want love, that's a lie.
Yeah, man. Because the world already threw a stone on for expecting us to be expecting us to be manly. So last thing we expect from our wives, we need that. We need that comfort, ladies. Please.
Yeah, don't beat the man, them. Please.
Oh, jeez,
we talk physically and emotionally and verbally.
All right.
The man them want affection.
All right, this is coming. This is getting dark. This is getting dark. Okay. All right, next thing men look for when it comes to... All right, so far, this sister who is not a wife, she's doing well.
She's doing well.
So it looks like she's learning from her experience with dealing with...
But again, she's contradicting what she usually put up.
Hey, well, let's move on.
I have the word ready to drop in.
I don't know. But listen, emotional stability and maturity. So both men and women consistently cite emotional stability and maturity as one of the most attractive traits in a potential spouse. You see that emotional stability there? That's important. Because in a wifey, because when I say a woman can't emotional in a Benji. But you have to kind of control it because, hey.
When she crazy.
Come on, that's insensitive, Benji. We can't call them crazy.
When she cray.
Because sometimes that craziness when them channel it.
And this is not only for the women.
That's attractive.
This is not only for the women,
Mm-hmm.
When the man head, and I quote, mad, sick, head no good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's not the women alone. So it's really, really important.
All right. So we can say that our sister is not doing that bad.
She in my book so far.
All right, she not going bad. Now she went on to post. How much time I have left? We have to run to this. So she go on good there. So the only problem is that it's coming from a woman who bashes men regularly. But it looks like what has happened, and this is what I'm taking from it. She knows what she wants.
Okay.
This is what she wants from a man, and so far she thought she was getting. She probably get 1 out of the 2, 1 out of the 5, or 2 out of the 5. But she wants all of that. Can't wrong her for that. That's what she's looking for. So
that's your standard, and you can't bash you.
That's right. Now, we have to bring up that one now. She posts again. How to tell if he's a player. Now, I don't even think we have enough time for that one, but I'm gonna go through a couple of them. The first one threw me off right away. You ready? So this is what she was saying, how to tell a guy if a man is a player. He doesn't call you when he says he's going to.
No. Oh God.
Now it goes on to say if a guy is really interested in starting or continuing a real relationship with you, you'll be on his mind and he won't forget to call.
You'll be on his mind, surely, but he gonna forget to call.
Yeah, there's so many things that can happen.
Especially if it's you always say you want a man that's hustling.
Talk true.
That's on the grind. A man that is hustling and is on the grind doesn't have all the time in the world to be calling your phone 24/7.
But Benji, also, we have to help them out here. There has to be, because as men who...
There has to be communication.
There we go. That's where I was going with it. So gents out there, even if we know your girl is on your mind, and if you forget to call at 7, you forget to call at 9, there's nothing wrong with shotting a message beforehand, or even if the time pass, shot her a message and explain well, because bruh, she was looking forward to this call, she love you more than anything, and you just bail out like that. But I don't think this is a good way for say, if he miss a call with you, he's a player.
It's not. This is just lack of communication.
Nah, he's not a player.
He's not a player.
He could be, though. Trust me, there are cases. Don't get me wrong, there are cases, but you can't generalize.
Signs.
Yeah, don't generalize with this one. He makes you feel unsure or insecure. This is because of the inconsistent behavior or actions that just don't match up with words. All right, I can see this. Because if a man makes a girl feel unsure or insecure, even not really business about her. That's what I feel. Because why you don't go out of your way for make you feel that way?
Personally, like, if anybody makes you feel unsure or insecure, you should not be around that person.
True that.
It's called self-esteem. It's esteem of your beep self.
You're full of beep, though.
No, so anybody who makes you feel unsure,
insecure,
you shouldn't be around them, much less be in a relationship with them.
Yeah, man. I think it's a clear indication that this person doesn't care about you. So I think this can tie into the fact that yes, his attention is elsewhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but in many cases it is.
Yeah.
But any man out there will make a woman feel insecure, unsure about herself, and you say it's because you have another woman out there. That's a coward move, bro.
Yeah,
that's a coward move.
We don't support that.
And just cut. Nothing wrong. Just leave. Let's leave her be and make sure
save her heart, save her time,
yeah,
and just make the man who deserving step up to the plate. I'm bad.
That is it.
You see me?
We don't have enough time to go through everything, but this last one, so remember, this is what she was saying in terms of.
It's not a good sign.
No, this is what she was saying in terms of. Remember, this is to tell how he's a player.
Yeah.
He stops replying for no reason and gets back to you hours later. All right, somebody fling on my phone. I'm nearly unfollow her now. So, this is what we were talking about earlier when it comes to getting advice from single people. When you put yourself too far,
there's heights of lunacy.
Yeah, when he stops replying for no reason and gets back to you hours later. You know, I mean, they're saying, the quote is saying, you know, sometimes you make a woman doubt herself, make them feel like, did I write something to put this man off? Ladies, you know, if we go so deep with it, you understand me? Really and truly, we see the memes about it when a woman says, oh, he must be out with some girl, and you see the man do the most random things, man either sleep or a bun game or something. You know what I mean?
Or in our case, we're editing, taking pictures, shooting videos.
We're doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean we're doing something to disrespect you. You know what I mean? However, gents, at the same time, it goes right back to what we're saying. Once you have time for communicate well. Because especially if you know you have a girl or a partner who will overthink and put herself in a situation.
And just like to interject real quick.
Yeah.
Like before you get into a relationship, you have to make the person know how your life set up. You have to make the person know you're a busy person. You just have to make them know how it's set.
Mm-hmm. That is it. You understand what I say? But me have to just highlight them thing there before the show done. You know the thing go. But yeah, so big up the sister and I hope she finds love. I will still watch her quotes because she posts some pretty interesting stuff. And for those out there who are taking advice from single people, as long as the advice will work out for you, why not? But remember, the best advice you can get is the advice within your own relationship. You know, try your best not to bring in too many external factors. It's still you and your partner, so communicate well with them. But nothing wrong with like a consultancy, I guess, from time to time. But just pick a circle wisely, and remember, it's your relationship, you and that partner's relationship. Communicate well, and I'm sure everything will work out. You understand me? Well, you guys can further the discussion on your own. But until then, I'll see you guys bright and early with the Up and Go team. But as it relates to the streets, I'll see you guys next week. This has been the streets, according to me, your boy Shelz. Little more.